Why you must be ruthless when it comes to choosing a woman. Men, let me ask you a serious question. If women are ruthless in choosing which men they give their time, energy, and body to, then why are so many men soft, careless, and desperate when it comes to choosing women? That's the brutal truth we need to face today, because the wrong woman will cost you years of your life, but the right woman, she'll multiply everything you've worked for. So listen closely, because this message could save you from the single biggest mistake most men make. As men, our natural drive is to provide, to protect, to build. That's our instinct. That's the masculine frame. Women, they're wired differently. Their drive is survival and thriving, and that single difference shapes everything. Here's the truth. Women don't care about men who are beneath them. They don't respect men they already feel are weaker. They only invest in men they view as stronger, sharper, more valuable. That's why women are naturally selective, ruthless even, when choosing men. They don't care about fairness. They care about what benefits them most. That's not cruelty, that's instinct. So if women are ruthless by nature, men must be ruthless by choice. The trap most men fall into. Now, why do most men fail at this? Simple. Scarcity mindset. If I don't pick her, I won't get better. At least she likes me. That's enough. It's easier to stay than to be alone. That scarcity mindset kills men. A man who operates from abundance knows he doesn't need every woman's validation. He knows his worth, his direction. He has options. And the man with options is the man who chooses, not the man who begs to be chosen. But let's be honest, most men aren't ruthless. Most men settle. They let loneliness, lust, or fear of being alone push them into relationships with women who don't respect them, don't align with their vision, and don't add anything to their life. And here's the catch. A woman doesn't need to be evil to destroy your life. She just needs to be the wrong fit. A woman with no vision will pull you away from yours. A woman with no discipline will drain your discipline. A woman with no respect will chip away at your masculinity until you don't even recognize yourself anymore. That's why being ruthless isn't about being heartless. It's about survival. It's about protecting your mission. The wrong woman slows you down. The right woman amplifies you. Think about it. When a woman rejects you, she's not being cruel. She's just following her wiring. She's filtering. So why aren't you filtering? Why are you giving time, energy, and attention to women who don't respect your grind, don't share your values, and don't care about your vision? Every time you lower your standards, you send yourself a dangerous message. My life isn't worth protecting. And if you don't protect it, trust me, nobody else will. What ruthlessness really means. So what does ruthlessness actually look like? It's not disrespect. It's not cruelty. It's clarity. It's standards. It's unshakable self-worth. It's being able to say, I won't compromise my value just to have company. I won't chase approval from women who don't respect me. I won't let lust blind me into choosing wrong. That's ruthlessness. That's self-preservation. That's growth. Because the woman you choose will either accelerate your life or destroy it. There is no middle ground. Every man has something I call life momentum. Momentum is that forward push you build through discipline, consistency, and purpose. When you're locked in, when you're stacking wins, when you're focused, nothing can stop you. But here's the danger. Momentum is fragile, and the wrong woman will destroy it without even trying. She doesn't have to sabotage you intentionally. All it takes is constant arguments, disrespect, distraction, or chaos. And suddenly, you're off track. The wrong woman is like dead weight tied to your legs while you're trying to sprint. But the right woman, she amplifies your speed. She clears obstacles. She multiplies your energy. She gives you peace. That's why you can't afford to settle. Because when you settle, you're not just risking heartbreak. You're risking your future. The standards that protect you. Now let's talk about standards. Standards are not about controlling women. They're about controlling yourself. A standard means you refuse to tolerate disrespect. A standard means you won't invest in a woman who has no vision for her life. A standard means you don't chase approval. You choose alignment. And here's the reality. Women will test your standards. She will push to see if you'll fold. If you cave, you lose respect. But if you hold your ground, that's where admiration begins. Let's make this practical. Here are the non-negotiable standards every man must apply when choosing a woman. Respect. If she doesn't respect you when dating, she won't respect you in a relationship. Respect is the foundation. Alignment. Your vision matters. If she doesn't believe in it, if she mocks it, or if she distracts you from it, she's not the one. Discipline. Look at her habits. How she treats her health, money, and life. A woman without discipline always becomes a liability. Peace. The right woman adds calm, not chaos. If every day feels like a battle, you're not with a partner, you're with a rival. Growth. Does she elevate you? Does she challenge you to be sharper, stronger, better? Or does she keep you comfortable in mediocrity? These are not luxuries. These are survival requirements. The power of no. Here's a skill most men need to master: the word no. Women have no problem rejecting men who don't meet their standards. They'll say no instantly if you don't qualify. But men will tolerate disrespect, disloyalty, and dysfunction because they're afraid of being alone. Ruthlessness means saying no. No to women who waste your time. No to women who drain your energy. No to women who see you as a resource but not as a man. Every time you say no, you protect your future. Let me remind you, this is about more than love. The woman you choose will either protect or destroy your vision. She'll either multiply or drain your value. Empires have risen and fallen based on the woman at a man's side. That's not myth, that's history. So don't be casual with this. Don't let lust make the choice for you. Don't let fear of loneliness push you into weakness. Be ruthless. Guard your life. Protect your legacy. Why leniency destroys men. Let me make this simple. When you're not selective, when you're lenient, when you lower your standards just to have someone, you set yourself up for destruction. Here's what happens when you settle. Number 1, you lose your momentum. The wrong woman will drain your energy, your time, your focus. She will make life about constant drama instead of growth. Number 2, you kill your value. Every time you settle, you quietly tell yourself, I'm not worth more. That destroys confidence. Number 3, you get trapped. The wrong woman can cost you years, resources, your peace of mind, even your legacy. That's why I call it ruthlessness. Not because you're being cruel, but because you're protecting your life. If she is ruthless in choosing you, why wouldn't you be ruthless in choosing her? Conclusion. At the end of the day, no one cares about your life like you do. So stop settling. Stop chasing approval. Stop being casual with the most important decision you'll ever make. Be ruthless. Protect your value. Guard your vision. Choose a woman who elevates your life instead of destroying it. Because here's the truth. The wrong woman will cost you everything. The right woman will multiply everything. And that choice is yours.